Welcome back to the Lads Podcast, where we're all about the big engines, the big yarns, and even bigger adventures.
And speaking of adventures, a massive shout out to Jai and Brendan at Black Cat Civil. Without them, none of this would be possible.
That's right. Thanks to Black Cat Civil, we had the unreal opportunity to capture our 2025 Tats Fink Desert Race, and mate, what a ride.
Absolute chaos in the best way. We also teamed up with the legends at Peak Productions to capture the whole experience. From the racetrack, in the pits, behind the scenes, pretty much all the highs and lows of racing.
Yeah, that's right, Stiffy. And now we've got a 3-part series coming live for our subscribers over on Patreon. So if you want to see the dust, the dramas, and a few too many questionable decisions, jump over there and check it out.
You will definitely feel like you are riding shotgun with us. So jump onto our Facebook or Instagram page to find the Patreon platform link in our bio.
So again, a massive thanks to Black Cat Civil and Noel from Peak Productions for making this all happen. Rightio, let's get into today's episode.
Yo!
I want to thank me. I want to thank me for believing in me. I want to thank me for doing all this hard work. I want to thank me for having no days off. I want to thank me for never quitting. I want to thank me for always being a giver and trying to give more than I receive. I want to thank me for trying to do more right than wrong. I want to thank me for just being me at all times. Snoop Dogg, you a bad motherfucker, cuz.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of the Lads Podcast. We're here with a couple of beers, and we've got a special guest on today too, Stiffy?
Absolutely, we do. We've got Jesse from Litepix.
That's
Litepix,
it.
did I get that right?
Yeah,
I did.
that right.
Litepix. So we'll fill you in. So we've spoke about this on the a few of the previous podcasts. So we got invited to do the MC event for the Birnam Rural Fire Brigade.
Yes,
and
the Christmas Lights
the
Spectacular.
Christmas Lights Spectacular.
Yeah.
And it was really good. It was a great event, so we thought we'd get Jesse on. He's got a great story to tell too. So
yeah, absolutely. Well, before we get into that, Jesse, we need to get the fridge open. So we'll open that little fridge.
and we'll have a beer.
We'll have a beer. And, mate, I don't know if you like lemon squash, like the solo cans.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's just like a lemon squash, but it's a James Squire. It's an alcoholic. It's a 4.0, isn't it, Barney?
Yeah, 4.0. Let's give it a go.
So it's only
She's a little hand grenade too. Little ones, aren't they?
It's only a one stand.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, crack. Oh,
yeah, that's not too bad.
That was a good crack. Fucking solid. And
All right,
Jesse.
here we go.
Solid. Yeah, you've won. You won a hat.
Absolutely.
You won a hat. Give him a hat.
Cheers, guys.
Yeah. Cheers. Up your bum.
Yep. Happy 1st of 2026 too.
Oh, because this is when this will be coming out.
Correct, yeah.
Yes,
so happy fucking New Year, guys. Or lads.
I'm sure that'll be another event as well too. So
yeah, we won't actually know how sore our heads are
Yeah.
when we're listening back to this or when this drops out. But anyway.
And apologies because I'm actually raw dogging this because we've actually, Jesse come in here and actually just broke our gear. Just broke our headphones in half.
Was
and
were they Pinky's ones, those headsets? So
I'm not sure, but they were they were on their way out.
So
but we're going to blame Jesse for it anyway.
I think we've got to half blame Pinky with his big melon.
It is a big head, isn't it?
It's a massive fucking
big head. So.
A lot of stuff going on up there.
Right, yeah. So let's get into this. So Jesse's also, he's a business owner. He's the first officer at the Birnam Rural Fire Brigade.
Yep.
You've got your business, so give that a bit of a plug. Tell us a bit about your business.
So we do production lighting, so for like concerts and corporate events and all that sort of stuff. So like festivals, concerts, dinners for corporate clients and all that sort of thing. So yeah, we do a bit of that, do a bit of travel.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a bit of fun.
Yep. So anyone that wants to have a look at your work, have you got some socials that they can, whilst they're listening to us, they can go check out?
Yeah, we're not massive on the socials. A lot of our business is sort of like corporate, so it's all sort of spread through the corporate world. But yeah, we do have socials. So we've got Litepix is the company name. We've got an Instagram page.
Yep.
But we also just mostly on our website.
Yeah.
So
yeah, well, go check out the Instagram page. That way you can sort of see some of what you've done.
Yeah.
Not all of it, but some of it.
Yeah, and go back through ours as well too. You'll see what the Birnam Fire Brigade put on for that show, which was And what was the setup for that? Like, how long? When did you start? What's the time frame to set something like that up?
Normally, like if we did it normally for a client, we'd probably do it in a day. But because part of the deal is like we sponsor all the equipment, we give it to the brigade for free. So we just need to use the firefighters as the labour. So we do it over a few days. So we started, I think, on Tuesday night. And then we did it, every night leading up to the event. And just put it all in and get it all running and
Yep.
Nice. So, Lego reckons he's pretty much like in charge of that whole show. And like he's like the main runner that does everything, and everyone else sort of...
He's kind of my go-to, so like if there's a problem, I'll go to him and go, can you fix this?
Yeah.
Where usually I'm the guy that everyone comes to for their problems.
Yeah.
I'll go to him with mine and sort of go, I need you to fix this, or just, he's basically in the forklift the whole time, or he operates the machinery, obviously, because he does it all day, every day, so... He's one of the guys that, you have to rely on. So, he's pretty wrecked, obviously, working his day job during the day. And then
But feel free to sort of rat him out a little bit too, because he's actually given me a couple of stories to tell about you. So,
oh, no.
Yeah, so if you want to, like, rag out on him or, just give him a little bit
so
of
don't hold back then.
Don't hold back, mate, because actually he's given me a couple of good ones. I'll bring them out at the end of the show, though. So.
Oh, right, okay.
So feel free to just, spill your guts on him. So.
As I think of something, I'll spill it.
Just let it go. So... But no, so obviously the lighting thing. So what's your background? Like what did Jesse do before he got into this?
Before I got into the fireys or before I got into lighting?
Into the lighting.
I've never done anything else, to be honest. I started in high school, I did a school-based traineeship in high school and have done that ever since, which was, 25 years ago I started. And,
So how did you start? Was it at a production show or was it at events?
Well, I lived on the sunny coast and I worked at a local sort of theatre venue that was council run. And so I did a school-based traineeship and then after school sort of went off and worked for other people and stuff and then come back, worked there full-time for a couple of years running sort of productions there and then moved to the Gold Coast and then I was head of lighting at the Gold Coast Arts Centre. Worked there for a while. Then I went and did technical support for a national-wide company. So I did a lot of travel with that job. And then went back to the art centre and then moved on to the convention centre and then sort of, just started my own company and started buying gear and, started in my shed really, it was actually in the rental, like in the double garage, which just filling it up with gear and, and just grew and grew.
That's where the greatness started.
Yeah, we kind of like moved houses way too many times because the shed's not big enough or the garage isn't big enough or whatever. And, and you'd sort of just I worked a full-time job for quite a while, buying equipment and with every spare penny we had. And then just got to a point and just went, no, that's it. I'm done working for someone else.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking like back then, so this is like 25 years ago, right? Technology has changed so much over the period of 25 years. Take me back to that point when you're a school-based. Are we talking about just bulb-style lighting?
So everything had a bulb. There was no LED. When I first started, there was no LED.
Yeah.
And then it sort of, like, it obviously slowly progressed. I was kind of, like, working in sales at the point when, like, just before LED come out, there was a bunch of random technologies that never really took off. There used to be one called it was called a plasma puck. And it was basically looked like a Tic Tac, and it's sitting a little looked like a hockey puck sort of thing. And it sort of floated in there. It shot electrodes into it. It was supposed to be the next biggest thing, and then a year later they were like, "Oh no, LED's bright enough now." So that was a waste of time.
So it never took off.
Nah, it just never went anywhere, and they just.
But as a light, did it work effectively?
Yeah, it was really bright and it was really flat field and all that sort of stuff that you need in a light, but it didn't. It was too unstable, so it just never went anywhere.
A bit like me. A bit unstable.
And back then, it would have taken a lot longer to set a production up and more manpower because of more. Like I'm just thinking, like these days, there's so much technology in equipment that it makes life easier. But back then, was it congested with leads running everywhere?
Yeah, it was a lot more cable. Like what you would run down one cable now, you would probably run 40 or 50 cables back then.
Yeah.
So the cable, cable's gotten lighter because it's different type of cable and all that sort of stuff. So it's gotten easier, but it's sort of like if you don't keep up with the technology, then you fall behind a bit.
Absolutely.
So it sort of makes it harder. But yeah, I mean, I love it. I've never done anything else, like I said. And
right.
Oh, you're definitely passionate about it. So, but you don't only just do the shows and that as well. You actually make the lights and that as well yourself?
Oh yeah, so we manufacture some sort of random little products that that was my COVID project, so I got stuck at home, stuck in the shed.
Yep.
And just started tinkering with electronics and just sort of started designing circuit boards, and then by the end of 21 I think it was, we had product to market. So we've got 2 little products that we manufacture in Australia and sell it, and I don't know, we haven't sold a huge amount. There's probably a couple of 100 units out there.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it's a wireless control solution and for lighting and does what it does. And it's starting to it's really weird. Like it's been out since 21, but it's really started to get traction this year. Like I just get random calls and, we've seen one of your products or whatever. And, you know, I had an American the other day call me and he's like, I've got one of your products. It's not working. And can you talk me through it? And, you know, so that was kind of cool. I was like, oh, wow, they're in, you know, it's in the US now. I didn't sell it there, but it ended up there somehow. Yeah, that was kind of cool.
So what's that for? Is it lighting for the house or office?
No, it's all sort of entertainment stuff. So it's all stage show things, you know. So like all of the lighting stuff that we do is all entertainment production.
Production.
Yeah, so it's, you know, that sort of world. But yeah, it's, you know, it's not a mainstream product, so I'm never gonna sell thousands of units or anything, but it does what it needs to do, and it's quite a popular thing.
And you would have made that to sort of make your life easier too, wouldn't you?
Like basically, like we use it all the time. Like we use these little products, you know, you just hold them in your hand kind of thing. They're tiny. And we use them all the time, and they sort of outshine. There's other product on the market that does the same thing, that's bigger, and our product, people go, oh, your product, you know, it worked. We were 800 meters away and it had connection, and this, you know, this slightly bigger one that was more expensive didn't. So it's sort of, you know, there's that kind of, it's like, well, that's cool. Like tiny little antenna and it shoots that far, and and it's very niche. So, you know, but it does what it needs to.
Yeah, nice.
That's it. So have you got a brag list of the shows and stuff that you've done, the people you've met? And
I hate this question because I always forget, and then I like think about it later. I'm like, I should have said that person, or I should have said that person. But I used to do all of the dance music festivals. So like I used to tour with Future Music and Stereosonic and all those. You know, the go to the gym just to go to a festival kind of festivals.
You know,
so
that's
I used
why I
to do
go to
all of those.
festivals.
Yeah, me too. But so like worked with Swedish House Mafia and Prodigy and Empire of the Sun and well, I mean, there's so many. I always, like I said, I always forget, and then afterwards I go, I should have said that person.
There's some pretty big names, aren't they? So,
like, you know, so it's been pretty cool. But I gave up all that sort of festival stuff when I had kids. So it was just too taxing on me, and you know, and you do 18-hour days for an entire week kind of thing.
Absolutely.
And then you get home and you just want to sleep.
Plus, all the festivals are more night weekends. Yeah. And that's as a father, as a family man, that's where you kind of got to be at home. Yeah.
I mean, I have that anyway. Like with our work, there's a lot of that.
So well, yeah.
I spend a lot of time away, so it makes it hard. Like even trying to keep the kids, you know, they race motocross, so trying to make every race meet and stuff like that is really hard. But you know, I try, do what you can. There's only so much you can do.
Exactly.
Right?
And then you've also the first officer for the Rural Fire Brigade as well, so that wouldn't take much time out of your weekly schedule, would it?
Well, that's usually a Tuesday, so it's like a Tuesday night. But being the first officer, you kind of have to do paperwork, and you have to sort of manage things, and your phone rings all the time, and so there is stuff that you kind of do in between your day life, but you know, it works. Like
you love it. You're very passionate about that sort of thing too. So it's And
I guess at the moment, with the way the Mother Nature's been kind to us, we've got a fair bit of rainfall. We've got green grass. At the moment, I guess the fire risk is quite low. Would you say that?
Yeah. At the moment, it is. Yeah. But, I mean,
it can change within.
Get a couple of days, and get those that wet weather's going to turn into fuel
within 2 weeks. With the wind and the sun in summer, it can turn. It can turn
exactly.
But it looks like we've got more rain coming. So
so we'll be right. You know.
Well, I was speaking to a couple of blokes today, and they reckon it's like big rain's coming.
That's what they've been saying. I try not to get too involved in it. Like I try, like a lot of the guys kind of arrive.
I normally walk outside, and if my hair's wet, it's raining.
Well, we'll have to have a cactus. We'll have to have a cactus update.
Yeah, well, so Steve's brothers, so at the farm, Steve's farm, there's a cactus there that flowers when it rains. So
before it rains.
Before it rains.
Oh, okay.
So we'll have to do a cactus.
So we can actually probably pass on this information over to the fire brigade and like for like a
You'd probably give it to
we'll donate
the
that,
bomb.
so.
That's probably might be a little bit more reliable.
Well, isn't that a shit show? That bomb.
absolutely.
So everyone's barking about that.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
Yeah, so I mean, why did Barney or Lego prod you in the ribs and say, hey, this would be a good idea to get the lads on as MC? Or was it just something you went?
Well, we were like, because I've normally done it and I'm terrible, like speaking in front of crowds and stuff. And then, you know, when you thank people and stuff, I get emotional and it's embarrassing. And so I, like last year I said, we need an MC. Like,
okay. So you
the
thought of it
show's
last
kind
year.
of progressed to the point where we need an MC. It might help us with ticket sales of raffle tickets and just make, like, for me, my whole life is entertainment, right? So like for me, I'm like, it's got to be entertaining. And so we were going to get a Fiery to do it. And he wasn't available.
Yep.
So Brian goes, what about the boys from the lads? And I was like, oh, perfect. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, as long as they don't swear.
Yeah.
You know,
crack tins.
cracking tins and all of that stuff. You know, you can crack a soft drink, but that's about it.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like we said on the podcast, read the room.
Read the room.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
It's a family event.
Yeah.
So
No, it was really good. That was obviously our first emceeing one as the lads.
well, as
so I've
us,
emceed a couple of weddings and
Yeah,
stuff
me
like that.
too, yeah.
Never a funeral, but so I'm pretty happy about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was good. It was interesting. It was sort of a little bit slow to sort of start off with, and then once you get into that rhythm of it, and just walking around with the mic and just pretty much doing what we're doing now, really just talking.
Exactly. Just
talking rubbish
interaction
and-
with
yeah.
the crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty
No,
cool.
It was good.
Yeah, it was really good.
And a worthwhile event.
Yeah,
So.
yep. And obviously, it's getting bigger and bigger each year. So, is it the third or fourth year? This one you just
This one was the third year.
this is the third.
Yeah.
Yep. So take us back to the first one that you did. Was the size wise? Was there food trucks?
Yeah, so the first one was I sort of created it as like, I pitched it to the brigade as like a team building thing about a month out. And we had a meeting and I was like, hey, I've got this idea because I do my house at home and it's, you know, YouTube style Christmas light show. And I said to the brigade, what if we did a YouTube style Christmas light show on the front of the building and we use it as like our open day because brigades have open days and stuff. So I was like, what if we did this? And the brigade everyone's eyes lit up and I was like, perfect. Like it's a perfect team building exercise because everybody loves, well, not everybody loves Christmas, but most people do.
Yeah.
And when you see, you know, kids' faces and they're all happy and all that sort of stuff, it's cool.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
I went, this might work to kind of get the team to work really well together. And we had, I think we had 4 food trucks. They all ran out of food except for the donut lady because obviously she just keeps making.
Yep.
And yeah, it was a hit. Like they ran out of food within the first hour. And then we just
you'd never gauge. You
crazy.
could never gauge.
no,
it.
you couldn't.
No,
and
you could never
and they
gauge
were all
it.
like, oh, you know, how many people are you going to get? Like I think most of the food trucks were kind of expecting 200 people.
Yep.
So
Yep.
when we got more than that, it was like, oh shit, fuck, what are we going to do now?
Uber Eats.
Yeah, so yeah, exactly. It was kind of like, you know, what do we do? And then so there was no walkthrough. There was no. It was just the front of the station,
building. Yep.
just the flamethrowers. So I just pull favors and ask friends to, you know, hey, help me with this or whatever. And so other production companies help out and they give us equipment and stuff that we don't own.
Yep.
So it sort of was still entertaining. We had Thunderstruck go off and, you know, flames and whatever. And, and then the second year, so that was about a month of planning, right? Didn't have a lot of time to advertise. We got about 400 people.
Yep.
And then last year, maybe 2-3 months out, I sort of said to the brigade, hey, I've got this idea. We have all this light art stuff that we build for clients and things like that just laying around the office. And I'm like, what if we did like a walkthrough like Brisbane do? They do this enchanted garden thing, right? And I was like, what if we did that? But it's free for the community, you know, blah, 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 and explained it. And I sort of, you know, I sold it with a PowerPoint and all that sort of stuff. And yeah, and they loved it. They were like, yeah, that sounds awesome. Yeah, let's do that. So we did that and it was such a hit. Like the mayor was there for 3 hours. Like what event does a mayor stay around for 3 hours? Like, you know what I mean? So they loved it. And then this year I was like, okay, so we now need to change it up a little bit. We need to use a different art or different layout
Correct.
or whatever.
It needs to be a point of difference. It needs to be some point of difference.
Exactly. And I mean, last year we sort of got, we thought it was like 3,000 people. And I think the crowd was actually bigger than this year, but it was still like, you know, you'd probably comfortably say there was 2,500 people last year.
There was a lot of people coming and going the whole night.
Yeah.
Like there was a constant flow of people leaving and coming and
Exactly.
So-
and we have the support of, like, obviously we had fire and rescue there cutting up a car, and we had the ambulance there, and last year we had the police as well, so they bought the booze bus, and so that was kind of cool as well. Kids get to see all that stuff.
Yeah.
And, and then last year RFS, so the Rurals didn't do much of a demo, where this year we were like, right, well let's
Sort of
spruce that up
Yep.
and make because obviously it's our event.
Yeah.
So we sort of did that a little bit more, and just got the crowd.
And I mean, this fire brigade is not in the middle of any town. Obviously, it's a rural fire brigade, but that's why it's not in the middle of any town. But it's sort of out of the way. So there was a hell of a lot of people that turned up, and like hats off to you. Like it was a really well run and great community event.
Oh yeah, like it. We sort of. I think it's got a bit of a following now. Like we've kind of, the following, like the people that follow the actual brigade's Facebook page, has gone up. It's like I think we have 2,500, 3,000 people or something that follow us now. And when you look at, like you said, we're not in the middle of anywhere.
No.
Yeah.
So having that amount of people follow us is awesome.
Yeah.
But it's got a bit of a following for the event as well. So, we advertise it locally and all that. But I think Carly, our social media girl, she was saying that we had 42,000 interactions with one of the videos she put up.
Yep.
And a whole bunch more likes and stuff.
That's
so,
good. That's
it's
just
putting us on the map for something different.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah,
Like,
definitely.
It just might spike that one person to come over and sort of join up and help out. And I was a member a long time ago when I first moved in 25 years ago. And then, just time and that. I don't have the time to sort of volunteer. But Lego was saying you don't have to join up and do it. But like when it happens, like there's a fire around, you can run water, you can do stuff like that too. So there is other ways
there
to
is
sort
other
of
ways to help
volunteering
us,
rather than just being a firefighter. So
Yep.
putting fires out like we do all the time. I'm normally the one lighting them. So,
Absolutely. So with the night itself, it takes a bit of a setup, like you said. My ears are playing up. But the light show that you had out the back with all the artwork, you had the
IBC tanks,
the IBC tanks, and then you also had that big structure where you walk through, and there was another snow machine on top of there.
Yep, there's two more snow machines on there.
Two more snow machines. So when you walk through out the back there, it was even though it was only like 5-10 meters away from the front area, once you got in there, it actually felt like you were completely disconnected from the front show that was happening, because all the speakers, I guess, were pointing towards the road for the front section, and then the music and the Christmas trees that were talking to each other, that interaction between those two, that were funny. But once you're out there,
we need to get them on.
It really was like a completely different zone and area, and you could just slow down and take it in.
Relax.
And like even do 2 or 3 laps around there. And it was amazing that
and there was people parked up everywhere. Like there's sort of you start walking, there'd be people parked up here, and
sounds like the walkthrough did exactly what it was supposed to do.
And that's right. Like when I walked through there the first time, it was like, right, slow down, and I did, and just appreciated what was there and the music and the floor mat that was. What do you call those floor mats?
That's called LED mesh.
LED
mesh,
so,
LED mesh. Yeah.
And obviously you can structure that because that's what was on the
So we actually own 1,600 square meters of that product.
Right.
We built an installation for Samsung earlier in the year, so it was left over from that. So and it just rolls up, so it takes up no room at all. Really.
And it can join. It's endless.
You just join it together, so it's a 6 meter sections by a meter wide, and you just join it together, and you can make whatever shape or size you want. Not whatever shape, but whatever size you want, really.
Yeah.
So it's quick and easy, and you can just run video on it, and it'll do whatever you've programmed it to do, kind of thing.
Does the programming take much to do in the behind the scenes? I suppose it depends on what you're trying to achieve, isn't it?
The talking trees, which was like a 6-minute sort of loop. Took me probably, I think it was 2 nights of sitting in front of my computer till sort of 1 a.m. On the cans. And just like you just sort of make their mouth move. The software sort of does it on its own a little bit, but you kind of just like, these words, and then you watch it back and sort of, so I did a few, like a minute at a time kind of thing. And then, on a Saturday morning, I sat there after doing it late at night and then did another
there was adults there that were completely and utterly engaged.
Yeah.
Like sitting there looking at it. And there was one part where they had to sort of clap and that. and there was this bloke in front of me that was just he was going off like it was all him that done it. So but no, it was very like exactly what you said. It wound you down, didn't it? Like
absolutely.
It was very relaxing actually.
Yeah, definitely. Because I mean, with that massive crowd at the front, with the flames going with the first show, it was like it was busy because there's a lot going on. But then you could appreciate the slow walk.
Yep.
And just take it all in, and that's what that the Christmas light. I guess it doesn't matter where you go, whether it's someone's done a house up or in here in Bay Desert, they got the old timers in the village. You know, they can go in there, and it doesn't matter where you go. When you see a house that's all lit up, it's like a moth to a light. You're attracted to it, and you just appreciate what's going on.
It doesn't matter how old you are, really. Like little kids, love it. Older people love it.
Yeah,
everyone in between. So that's the beauty of it, right? And that's why I was like seeing because I've done my house for like 10 years. So seeing kids, adults, whatever, people come back every year. You get a bit of a following. Like my house
definitely have to go and have a look at that next year as well too, I reckon.
Yeah.
So it's like you kind of get a following, and I was like, well, that feeling, that warm and fuzzies, I call it, like that feeling, I wanted everyone else to feel that. Like, we go to fires and we save towns or whatever we may do, save people's crops, whatever it is. And you kind of don't really get that. You're like, yeah, cool, that was awesome. And you feel it within, the group. We kind of chat about it and whatever, and you kind of feel cool or, it feels good to do something for someone else. But the Christmas light things, like, just it's next level. Like,
and I don't know of any other rule. I don't want to point any fingers at anyone else, but as a Rural Fire Brigade department, and there's no one else doing it.
There's no community based.
There's no one else that's doing it. So as for you guys, it's kind of a niche because of like it's your business that you're running and incorporating it with the ruralies. I get that, but it's just putting a connection back to the community of time and effort that you put into it, especially, but all of the Birnam Range committee.
Yeah.
Putting that effort, that time into allowing people to come along and look at a light show, but it's connecting the community. It's connecting them to not only the light show and the Christmas spirit and food trucks and an event. And
you got Santa there, and mates, how good was Santa?
Yeah, he's a professional Santa.
Pro Santa.
Yeah, he does the shopping centre route.
Yeah.
He's really, really great guy. I used to actually take my kids to get their Santa photo with him every year, and he actually lives around the corner from me now.
Yeah.
So it was like, I bumped into him one day, and I was like, oh, you look familiar.
You look like Santa.
Yeah, so he comes and does that for free for us as well.
Yeah, that's
so,
good.
Yeah, and he loves it. Like, he's always like, oh, yeah,
you could tell he was very engaging. So we got a Santa photo. Stiffy and I got a Santa photo, and Nat come in there and got a Santa photo, and I think she was trying to chat Santa up actually. So I was off him for that, but anyway.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So it's a really good community thing that you guys are doing because getting that engagement with the community sometimes can be difficult for any club or any sporting event, like anything, any type of non-profit organisation.
It's community. It's a community.
It's something to try and if that also helps the Rural Fire Brigades to raise their funds with donations and things like that, because it does cost money to service the trucks and service the equipment. Like, no doubt behind the scenes of the department, the Rural Fire Brigade, the cost of running a Rural Fire Brigade is it government subsidised?
So we get so everybody pays like the fire levy with your rates, like it's, $2 or whatever it is everyone pays. So that money gets divvied up into all the brigades within the area. And then we sort of all vote on how much you get, and you put in a budget of what you want to do and all that sort of stuff. But you do still need to raise funds, because some things we'll give you 50%. So you've got to kind of raise a bit. But we also have like that massive block, right? It's like 10 acres.
Yeah.
Someone's got to mow the lawn.
Someone's got to maintain it.
So it's like we're looking at getting a bigger mower and all that sort of thing to try and cut that time down, because it takes about 6 hours to mow it. And
at the moment, it's growing. It's
but that block's growing too, though. Like, I remember the old fence line there, it's so now you've got the other part on the side of it as well.
So whatever it is, I think it's 10 acres, something like that.
So if people want to make donations to the Birnam Range Rural Fire Department, or
Birnam Rural,
Birnam, what did I say?
No Range.
Oh, I keep saying
Birnam
Range because I always, Birnam Range.
Yeah, the Birnam Range,
right?
And then Birnam Range Road.
So that's always comes to my mind. But anyway, if people want to make a donation to the Rural fire brigade.
To your fire brigade.
To your
Yep.
Rural Fire
Specific.
Brigade. Is there a link or a...
There's a link that goes into a account that's sort of managed by the state, but it goes to us eventually.
Yep.
You just have to make sure that you put our brigade
Okay,
name in
yep.
when you do it. But yeah, like it does eventually come back to us.
come down to you.
But I mean, we'll take donations of like, you know, if you own a mower shop or whatever and you want to service our mower for us.
Yeah,
or
gotcha.
whatever. Like, oh, you know, we have families that sometimes bring snacks down or you know, not necessarily water, but like other things because, you know, we get water, but we don't get soft drink. And, you know, like when you're out on the fireground for 12 hours,
absolutely.
you need a bit of sugar in you, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you know, there's those kind of things as well. And, you know, we get people that drop off beers and, you know, there's a local guy that just he's like, how's your fridge going?
Yeah.
Like, oh, yeah, it's getting low.
Yeah,
And he'll
nice.
just drop in and give us some beers. So there's all that sort of stuff. It doesn't always have to be financial.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And-
so get around it, support, and that's the thing. Is like if you got a Rural Fire Brigade, get around and support that. For these guys are actually here for us to save our places when the worst comes around.
And I think everybody forgets too, like we're volunteers.
Yeah.
So we don't get paid. We'll
Yeah.
go out there, we'll, you know, spend.
Yeah.
It was good to see some of the volunteers that were there. I actually didn't realise, you know, there was a couple of school teachers there that I didn't know they were part of the fire brigade either. So I'm like, oh, I know you. And, you know, as to see them there in doing their thing with the Rural Fire Brigade, I'm like, I did not know that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know?
well, we have people from all walks of life, right? Like, you know, I mean, look at what I do, and then we've got Lego, who's, you know, in the building game, and then we have a guy that sells boats, like pontoon boats, and one of the girls owns a fitness company, so she's a personal trainer, and you know, it's all walks of life, really,
Correct.
and we're all different ages as well, so. You know, you've obviously got to gel. There is a bit of that sort of every now and then. You have the bit of the HR issues and stuff.
Yeah.
But we work through it.
You're always going to get that. You're always
Exactly.
getting one little Karen or someone
At the end of the day, you just kind of when you get on a truck, you're risking your life. So you've got to kind of just get your head in the game, put all the bullshit aside, and just fucking get to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Lego's actually sent me a couple of text messages there of a couple of things to ask you about, like air conditions in trucks. All the fire brigade trucks, are they all air-conned? If not, why?
Is he prompting me to tell that story?
Well, there's also another story here about Tara.
Oh yeah,
So there's a Tara story. So he wants you to tell that one on there.
He wants me to tell that one.
So
right.
so
makes me sound like a bit of a sook, but all right.
you can pay him forward later.
Yeah,
so.
no worries. Yeah, too easy.
Thanks, Lego.
So we had to go out west because we go out on deployments and you help other regions, right, to give them a break.
Yep.
And they'll come into our region as well to help us when we need a break. So we went out west and it was out Tara, Chinchilla Way, something like that. I can't remember exactly
That
where
was
it was.
the fire that the bloke that shot the coppers over, wasn't it? The Tara one?
I think it might have been because that burnt for months. Like it went on for ages.
Yeah.
It might have been the tail end of that.
Something of
maybe.
that, yeah. Something that was that sort of story. So everyone would have sort of heard about that.
Yep.
The police shootings out at bloody Tara, and that was
Yeah, so we went out and we drove out to like Hatton Vale, I think it was, and they're like, righto, just grab your truck. You know, everyone's sort of in the bus on the way out. You picked who you wanted to go on a crew with, and obviously you sort of sit with the guys that you work with all the time because you know each other, you know your weaknesses and whatever. And so it was just me and Lego, and we go, and I'm like, oh, I was doing something else, and I said, oh, just grab us a truck, right? Because they're all just parked in the thing. I go, just grab us a truck, and he goes, righto. So he picked the oldest fucking truck, the oldest fucking truck out of all the trucks. He picked the oldest one.
It's got character.
Yeah, and he doesn't have his truck license, so the whole time I had to drive, which is fine. I don't care, but it was like we were in this truck, and I get in it, and I'm like. First thing I do whenever I get in any car, any truck, anything, I go, where's the fucking aircon, right? Like, and I crank it. So I get in and I'm like, where the fuck's the aircon? I'm like, there's no button. And I jumped out and I go, where's the aircon in this truck? And the guy goes, oh, does the button not work? I go, no, it's not fucking there. So anyway, he just sticks his head in. He goes, oh, yeah, fuck, some of these trucks are pretty old. They probably should have retired them. I'm like, right, so no aircon? He goes, no. So we drive out there. You know, you drive for like 5 hours or whatever to get out there.
Plus, you're all suited up too, right?
suited
you
up.
You can suit down, so you can dress down. But, you still have long pants. I mean, and I wear shorts and a T-shirt every day. So, like for me, when I am in my fire gear, it's like you fucking sweat your crack
Yeah,
out.
yeah,
right?
yeah.
So you got a t-shirt on and you got the long pants on and the big boots and whatever. And again, I don't wear boots either at work, so it's like I'm not used to that.
Yeah.
So we get in the truck and we drive for 5 hours or whatever, and we're on dirt roads and we're in a convoy, so there's like 12 trucks.
Oh, the dust.
And we were the only one with no aircon. So I'm like, we're sort of towards the back. We were maybe like second or third truck from the back, and it got to a point where you had to have the windows down because it's like 45 degrees or something outside.
Yeah, it's fire season.
So you had to have the windows down. So you're just like mud. And I've got dust. I've got a photo somewhere of the two
and
of
then
us.
sweat turns to mud.
And you're just sweating, and it turns to mud, and you just got like, I had a towel that's just fucking destroyed it because just like wiping your face constantly, and the whole time I was just whinging. I'm like, this is fucked, this is bullshit. I said, jump on the radio and fucking tell them we're coming up the front, and you can't go right at the front because you're following a strike team leader.
Yep.
So you've got to go, right up the front. And I was like, jump on the radio and we're fucking going in front. So he jumps on the radio, goes, oh hey boys, but it's so funny when he's on the radio. He puts on this Aussie accent.
He does, doesn't he?
He's fucking bang on because you can't tell. It sort of sounds like me on the radio a bit. So everyone's like, oh, fucking Jesse whinging again. So anyway, he's like, oh, we need to come up the front. And someone replied and goes, oh, what for? I just snatched the radio. I was like, because we don't have any fucking aircon and we got our windows down and I can't see. There's that much dust in this truck. Like, move, let us come up to the front. So then for the rest of it, we were at the front.
Yeah.
But it was still shit. You're still like dirt road, just dust everywhere. And
well, mate, I'm glad you painted that story because when Lego told me that was a whole different story.
Imagine.
Like it was, imagine. But isn't that the funniest thing about his accent? Like when he tries to put that Australian accent on, you can understand every word that comes out of his mouth.
Yeah.
But before that, nothing.
You can't.
Yeah, no,
he talks to, especially on the radio.
They're fast, aren't they?
Yeah.
And you get two Irishmen together. Mate, that's it's like pressing the
noise.
double. It's like 2 times speed. Like wow. But yeah. So no, thanks for that, Lego, for that little story that you've prompted. He's actually got another one here with a little I'll prompt you a little bit later on that one. Yeah. So
right, well, let's just take a piss because we're at 36. I just like my bladder's blowing up.
It is it?
Yeah, hang on.
Today's episode is also brought to you by TC Coolers. If you're looking for something unique, some custom gear to make your business stand out or your man cave even better,
then TC Coolers has you covered. TC specialises in custom stubby coolers, air fresheners, drink coasters, trucker hats, and much, much more.
And if you've got an idea, Thomas will make it happen. From design to delivery, he will ensure pickup is quick with top-notch quality.
Whether it's for your business branding, party favours, or just to add a personal touch to your space, then they can do it all. Visit TC Coolers on Facebook today and let's bring your vision to life.
Is that the best spot to get them, you reckon?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, mate, we're back.
We're back. Are we on?
Yeah,
I can't talk because I don't have any earphones.
Oops, sorry. I just pressed the button when I was trying to crack that. That was a longie.
That was a good one. There we go.
Oh. Yeah, solid.
Oh, yeah. The squirter too. Oh, don't worry. All this gear is actually it's been tested.
Yeah, well,
We've got one road that's had a little bit of a drinking
Drowning.
problem. It was a
Drowning.
very sweet drink, and Stiffy's just tipped one straight into.
So I got a question. We haven't had we've had some big. How long have you been at Birnam Range?
Burnham.
Sorry, Birnam Rural.
Joined in 2020.
Okay, so
Beginning of
right.
2020, so going on 6 years.
Yeah, okay. Because we haven't had big fires around this area.
We did. We had one. 2023.
Yeah.
Where was that?
We had choppers
That
and
was
everything in there.
in
didn't we?
Mundul and just behind the station. There was
at
choppers
Aaron's
here.
place. Hemsey's place went
Yeah,
up.
so I know the bloke that actually lit that.
So do I.
Yeah.
Yeah, up here on Birnam Range.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
there was that. Yeah, there's been a couple actually. That was one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. But
that's the recent one you're talking
that's
about.
the reason. Yeah, that was only like 2 Septembers ago or 3 Septembers.
Oh no, there
ago.
was one. There was one there like a couple of months ago.
It wasn't
September or
that.
something.
Yeah.
Oh, was there?
Yeah, like back at Bowie kind of thing near the retirement village there.
Yes.
Yeah, so there's that one.
That one too. Yes, that was only a few months ago. Jeez, I forgot all about that.
Yeah, there's been a few up there.
Yeah, because it doesn't get maintained. It's just Fisher's old paddock.
That's right.
And it's just it's a cow paddock.
Yep.
Yeah.
And give it a few seasons, there's a lot of
fuel.
lot of fuel.
Yeah.
That's the word
We call it fuel.
Have you got any extreme cases that you caught out, or like, wow, this is getting a bit hectic?
There's been the odd time. I mean, we try not to get into those situations, right? That's what
correct.
we train for.
Yeah.
So there's been the odd time we got stuck. We went into a paddock and they were slashing grass and they'd started the fire. Obviously hit a rock or whatever and started a spark, and it was bang on.
That's how all my
really
fires
dry
start
and
too.
whatever. Yeah. But basically the truck got bogged not bogged, but it was just spinning in the cut grass.
Yep.
So it was just literally just slipping in the cut grass, and the wind had changed, and the fire just basically comes straight up to the back of the truck.
Oh.
And I'm trying to get it to move, but obviously the back wheels are just spinning.
Yeah, no
And
traction.
I couldn't get it into four-wheel drive because we didn't have the hubs locked and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, it was like jump out quick, fucking lock the hubs, and away we go.
Yeah.
Gone.
Yeah, we were
That
fine.
was a really good demo that you guys actually put on with the blinds and everything. Like when the fire is
over.
coming over,
Yeah.
I've actually got a bit of goosebumps now actually talking about it. But like, it was just good to see obviously that's why you train for it. Is like drop everything, run in, drop all the blinds and stuff like that. Like that's obviously a bit of a game changer for you too, isn't it? Because there was a couple of deaths in those fires down south with the rules.
Yeah, the Queensland firefighters, our fires are different. We fight fires differently to the way other states do it and stuff. You know, our vegetation's different because obviously we get summer storms and stuff, and down south they don't as much. Like I grew up in Victoria, so like it was dry as fuck in summer. Where up here, obviously we get the summer storms and stuff. So it's a little bit different the way the fires come through. But yeah, like they take different risks basically. They have different equipment too.
Yep.
All the trucks are different.
Yeah,
So,
okay.
yeah, and ours are baby poo yellow. Like everyone else has nice red ones.
At least you got
yeah.
some nice new looking equipment there now. So
Yeah, we do. We got
Yep.
a brand new big tanker, which is kind of cool.
Yep.
So yeah, you do what you can.
Yep. So it's not just fires. You get called out on other events and that as well, like the bloody rescue and stuff like that, or
Yeah, we've done the odd, like you do. They call it an assist. So you'll go and assist. We'll go and assist fire and rescue with car crashes and things like that. I try and avoid it. I went to a fatality that sort of messed me up for a little while, so I try and avoid it. And I sort of advise people if they've never done it. It's not really advised. People in this area. It could be one of your friends. It could be one of your family. Like it's the last thing. If you don't have to go, don't go. So we do that, and then we've done a road, not a road rescue, he was in like a rock climbing car thing, and it flipped backwards and crushed his leg. So every man and his dog were there to help, but the only truck that could get in there was ours. So we just stripped all the firefighting gear off, put all the rescue gear on from fire and rescue, and then we drove them in and helped them out. So and the ambos were there and all that.
it's like being a good neighbour, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, basically. Yeah,
helping each other out and assisting and.
So we do, you do that, and then obviously when the tornado hit, we go around and just do welfare checks on people, and and when there's flooding, we'll go and wash out, stuff like that. We helped out the Little Athletics Club, I think it was, or the Gymnastics Club, or whatever it is in Bowie, near one of the schools there. Their shipping containers just got
That's
inundated.
the Little Athletics.
Little Athletics, yeah. So we went and helped.
Yeah.
We washed out all the containers and cleaned all their gear and all that sort of stuff. So we helped with that sort of thing as well.
Yeah.
Really, whatever they let us do to help the community, we'll do it.
Yeah.
Most of the guys are pretty keen. We go do school visits and all that sort of shit as well. So, yeah, it's good fun.
So in your spare time, that thing that's called spare time.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you obviously got a young family and stuff. So you're obviously touched base on about the motocross and that. So
I try and haven't done much this year because I spent a lot of the year away working. But last year we spent a lot of time on the bikes. We'd go out, for the weekend or whatever, riding, and both the kids ride, and so now a lot of the fireys ride as well. So we'll go out to Glendon out near Warwick, and and I bought a little buggy for the missus to drive around in, so she's got something to follow us because she doesn't like riding.
Yep.
So yeah, like it's it's good fun.
Yeah. It's a balancing act, isn't it? You've sort of got to do all those things still.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, this year's been a bit horrible as far as it's been horrible for everyone. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
It's been a bit of a shit year, but trying to balance and find that time, even just like I'll take one of the kids to work with me if I can. I had my son with me today at work, so bit of fun.
What do you
like
get him
that.
doing? Sweeping the floors?
No,
or?
I had him like sorting cable after the Birnam gig. To be honest, I just had him like pulling. Oh yeah, you know what that connector is? Make a pile and then make a pile. And So yeah.
How old's he?
He's 8.
8.
Yeah. So he loved it. Played ball.
Keeps them occupied, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Gets them into the industry. Take over from dad.
Yeah. Well, hopefully not.
I hope so not. Yeah. You don't think he'll strike an interest in the lighting industry?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah.
I kind of don't want him to be honest. Like,
Yeah.
I love what I do, but like I don't spend enough time with the family. So
Yeah.
I don't really wish that upon anyone. As much as I have a pretty cool job, it's it's pretty taxing.
Yeah,
at the
but
same time.
you do those sorts of jobs and you do what you do for the family.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's the same thing. Yeah, we had a transport business for years, and like I was away from everyone else, but you do that so your family can do the stuff that they actually want to do. And
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They just don't get it when they're that age, do
Nah,
they?
they're not going to get it, mate. And I'll
Dad's
tell you
not
what.
home.
I'll tell you what. When they get like teenagers and stuff like that, they only get worse. So, because both mine take the piss out of me constantly.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Jake reckons he can't catch a ball because I was never around. So, I just think he's a klutz. But anyway.
So moving forward to 2026, even it's 1st of January today. Are you thinking about doing another one for next year or this year coming?
Oh yeah, so the brigade got together and we sort of went over the pros and cons of like what it is, what it does, what blah blah blah, how much money it costs, and then how much money it makes, and all those kind of things. And I just said, look, I would like to do it again, and obviously I'm the one that sort of has to be there. Like without me, you can't really do it because of all the gear and it's technical, and obviously I work in events and blah blah blah. So I would like to do it again. My wife doesn't want me to, but I would like to. So I'm going to leave the room. You guys discuss it, and I thought I'll leave the room for like 2 minutes or something. I was 20 minutes. I think I had 2 beers while I was waiting for them outside.
Really?
Yeah. So they obviously got some good discussion on it. I don't really know what the discussion was about, but they must have got some good discussion. And then when I come back in, they were like, look, we want to do it, but you need to handball some stuff. So we're going to sort of plan a lot earlier and things like that. And
That's good. If people are putting their hands up to help out, that's exactly what you need.
Yeah, exactly.
And they can see what the event is, so they can go, right. Well,
I sort of said to everyone, like, did everyone have a moment at all throughout the night where you just kind of stood back and looked at the crowd and just felt good? Like,
I did.
Do you feel the warm
100% I
fuzzies,
did.
right?
Yeah,
like, and they were all kind of like, some of them were like, maybe, and then some of them were like, yep, definitely, 100% felt that, like, so, I
some people are stuck in their ways too, especially not picking on the older generation, but, they just like to do one thing and one thing only. And when it comes to the new ways or the new things of doing stuff, it's kind of hard to grasp that. But I guess you've got, like you just said, you've got to take a moment to look around and go, wow, we did this. We did this. You guys did this.
And it's free. So if you can't, Christmas time, people struggle, right? All that sort of stuff.
And that's it, like the Santa photos and stuff like that. Like, people sort of obviously got to go to a mall and do that sort of stuff, and no one wants to go to a fucking shopping centre.
No,
not this time.
We went and did it last night, and I fucking didn't want to be there.
Right.
I went and did. We sort of split off, and wife went one way with one kid, and I went the other. And I sent her a text, and I was like, I just fucking want to kill people. This is fucked.
I think about it, if you don't do it, like fast forward into next year, right? And if you don't do it, the regrets and the like, oh damn it, we didn't do it this year, and not just the disappointment in the community, because they'd be like, oh, that wasn't on again, because there's nothing in the Bow Desert Scenic Rim area that's done like that.
No, there's not.
No, that's like that. Yeah, you can go look at Christmas lights. I get that, but it's not
event.
It's not an event like a Saturday afternoon. You can turn up at 5 o'clock. You can go have some dinner, have some food, get involved with the raffles, sit there on your own chair, enjoy the sunset. Then next minute a light show comes on and snow. All of that. What you did for free.
Yeah.
There's nowhere else you can do that in the Scenic Rim. No one's doing it.
No.
I always joke, and I always say, it's the biggest event the Scenic Rim has ever seen.
Yeah.
Like, it's a joke, but it probably is.
It is, because
as far as Christmas goes.
It's an event.
Yeah.
You can go look at Christmas lights
Yep.
anywhere in Beaudesert, anywhere in the scenic rim, anywhere in the world this time of year. There's lights everywhere, but it's different when it's an organised Christmas lights spectacular where there's music, there's it's what's the word? Choreographed. It's all timed. It's all structured. That event with food trucks and the whole
Really
lot,
good
you
MCs.
can't. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, amazing.
You can't.
Amazing MCs.
You don't get that anywhere else.
No,
So
it was
if
really good.
If you don't
Educational.
do it, if you don't do it,
Yep.
then I'm sure there's going to be people in the brigade. Oh Jesus, how did that? what just happened there? In the brigade.
Yeah.
That will be like, damn it, we didn't do it. We
Yeah.
probably not only have you let yourself down, it's not like you let the community down.
And that's the thing
but
is
you're like-
you've got to take the pressure off yourself though, and actually
Yeah.
doing that.
Yeah.
And like they said, pass handball some
Yeah.
stuff, and
I mean, we've done
I want
it
to see it
3
again.
times.
I want to see it again.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll be there again next
Oh,
year.
we'll definitely have you guys back. It
Yeah.
was like because we go sort of over everything, and I was like MCs, and they were like, yep, and I'm like, same guys, yep, 100%. Like they were great,
Cheers.
they were amazing.
Yeah.
It was the like I said
and
to you on the
thanks,
night,
I really
icing
do.
on the
Thanks
top.
for the invite for that.
Yeah.
So that was
Absolutely.
Yeah, a bit of a highlight of our journey.
It was left
Nice.
field for me because it was like, oh, okay, yep, that's cool. That sounds
done
great.
it.
And I got really involved with it because
Yeah.
it was just like, not just for us as the
Felt like
lads,
it was ours.
but it did.
Yeah,
it was
it
like
did.
we ran the show,
Yeah.
so it was like this is our little thing. But no, it was cool. So thank you very much for the invitation, and
Yep.
and thank you for putting it on because without you,
Yep.
none of that's going to happen because you're the backbone, you're the spine of the whole event, and not only the event but the whole organisation, no doubt. What's next for the Birnam Rural Fire Brigade?
Well, I mean, we kind of
We're not in a real hot spot season at the moment.
no,
so
we're
it's-
not. So it's hard to sort of say that we need this and we need that because we don't really need much at the moment.
At the moment,
Yeah, to be honest, we're kind of going through a thing where we go, well, we have a shed that's chock-a-block full of trucks and whatever,
yeah.
but we need more. Like we need another truck, or we need a ATV, or we need a whatever else, but there's nowhere to put it.
I was about to
So
say
you need
that.
a bigger shed.
Yeah.
We need a bigger shed,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I mean, obviously that's a big expanse, and then
Yeah.
you've got to go through the motions and all that
Yeah,
sort of stuff.
it doesn't just happen like that. If you were
No.
to say you're going to put a shed up, it takes so many loopholes to get through to make it happen.
And being a government thing too, like there's all those loopholes,
Yeah.
and all everyone has their markup, so you pay 10 times
Yeah,
what you
definitely.
would normally pay.
Any shed companies out there, if you want to donate a shed
Yeah.
and a concrete slab, I
Reach out.
Will be in touch. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
A
Surely
twen-
there's a couple of concreters
a-
out there,
yeah,
and a couple of
definitely.
shed builders out there.
How about a 20 metre
Yeah.
by 10 metre? Will that do?
yeah, we've sort of stepped it out. I think it was like 12 by 20 or 18 or something.
Yeah,
I think it is
yeah.
that
Yep.
we sort of looked at. It's
And then you
basically
gotta
the
fill
same
it.
size.
That's the fun part, though,
Yeah,
isn't it?
that's the fun part.
Having all the gears. So.
Yeah.
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 But yeah, to have more assets, you really need to put it somewhere, right? You just can't leave them out in the open.
No, you can't, because it'll either get stolen or damaged or
100%.
sun. Like there is stuff that sits out in the sun that just gets destroyed.
Well, someone stole the minions from next door.
Oh, really?
Yeah, apparently
that was-
someone stole the minions.
that was a
So,
while ago. Yeah.
Yeah,
That
right.
was a bit ago, but yeah, it's
Oh, that's crazy.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Some low
Oh,
life.
it wasn't me. By the way, it was not me.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, well, I guess anyone that wants to help out, just reach out, get in touch with you, Jesse, at the Birnam Rural Fire Brigade.
Yeah, just reach out.
Yeah, reach out. Any donations, anything that anyone wants to do. Even if they want to get involved, how do they just turn up on a Tuesday night, or do they have to put a submission in to get
Yeah,
involved?
so the way it works is you turn up and you get to know the brigade first, and then the brigade will vote you in.
Yep.
Once we kind of get to know you, we vote you in, yes or no, depending on, because you might not gel, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
correct.
So you've got to kind of like get to know each other first. We ask for a bit of a couple of month commitment, basically. Come
Yep.
in, train with us on a Tuesday night, and then we vote you in or out. If you get voted in, then we put in the paperwork for you.
Because the commitment's got to come from that person.
Yeah,
if they're
like-
not committed, it's no point
Exactly.
putting them in there.
And you get some people that just want the uniform so they can use it in the bedroom, right? Like, so they'll sign up and then get the uniform and then never
busted.
come back. Like,
Yeah.
So but they make a commitment, and then you get a number and stuff, and then you can order all your bits and pieces, and then it's a training thing. So it's probably, like in reality, it's probably a 12-month process.
But that's good though. It sort of weeds out the people that are just there for the bedroom uniform.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
And the boots.
And is there an age? I suppose there's not an age, because there's certain things that the older generation can still help out with. You might not be in the trucks fighting the fires, but there's obviously groundkeeping duties and things like that.
No, they're like, it's 16 up basically.
Yep.
If you're a paid rural, because there is paid rural staff.
Yep.
I think it's any government job. As soon as you turn 65, they take you out of it. But most of those guys end up on rural trucks. So, there's no real age. Obviously, the guys kind of have to kind of go, I'm getting old, I can't lift this or whatever. They have to kind of recognise that.
Yeah.
We don't have anyone of that age yet or anything like that at our station, so it's not really an issue. But like as long as you can physically do the job, then we're happy to sort of have you
train you up.
As long as you've, it's like you got to gel with everyone's personality. But
Correct.
if you don't, then you're not going to fit in.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just not worth it.
Yep.
Yeah, leave your ego at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, correct.
So I've got one more little text message here from Lego.
Here we go.
Yeah.
You good? Okay, so actually have a look at the photo of Lego on that one before though.
Oh yeah.
He's got his heart monitor on. Ask him about his best mates, Tony and Raj. Absolute besties.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No comment.
I don't think I should comment on that one.
Right, so we're going to leave that one alone. Thanks that for Lego.
We'll do that off air.
Well, I definitely want to hear about that off air.
Yeah.
So, but
Do that off air.
Yeah, Lego is definitely a shit stirrer. So,
Yeah.
Well, I mean, when he did his potty, he didn't actually use their names either. So I kind of, maybe I shouldn't.
Yeah.
Fair enough too. So,
Yeah. I guess before we end this, have you got any guest questions that you want to shoot?
Mates, so end of the world. You're in your shed. Zombies are at your door.
Yep.
Third drawer down. What are you grabbing out to protect yourself?
Third drawer down in my shed is probably a Milwaukee soldering iron.
Oh, that'd probably be good because that's stabby, isn't it?
I don't know how long it would last, but I don't know if you've ever used one of those.
I don't know what's in
eyeballs.
my straight. Yeah, well, you got to kill zombies in the head, like in the stabby.
The eyeballs.
Yeah, so
that'll work. Third drawer down. It's the electrical drawer.
Yeah,
soldering iron.
Yeah.
You got one of those big ones or just a cheap little?
No, I've got.
It's a Milwaukee one.
Milwaukee
one.
I've got 4 of those Milwaukee ones. One in every location, kind of thing. And then I've got a stupid expensive bench, one at home, and then a bench one at the office as well. So soldering iron's kind of my go-to.
We actually
absolutely.
It would have been really good at the start of this podcast when old mate bloody wrecked our headphones.
Oh yeah,
yeah, like those good ones that we got. So
probably could use, he's probably got one in his truck. He could fix them up with.
100%. They need to go anyway. So, but yeah, what about you, Steve? You got any guest questions?
Mate,
or what?
I guess, mate, if there was anyone famous that you could have in your brigade or have dinner with, like, is there anyone famous that you would love to meet one day?
Yeah, so
or an idol or someone.
There is someone that I have spent my career wanting to work with.
Yeah, and
he doesn't perform anymore, and he's an Australian legend, and I'm probably not old enough to idolise this bloke.
Johnny Farnham?
Johnny Farnham.
Oh,
Johnny.
I know that.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I've never actually worked with Johnny Farnham, and I've only ever seen him live once.
Yeah.
But I've always wanted to
he's
work
got another
with him.
tour coming up. His last one, I think, next year. So.
I did do a gig once, and he did it was for Client Liaison, I think they're called. He performed a show with them a few years back, and I actually had to leave site for like 2 hours in between, and it was in that time that he performed. I was fucking
missed it by this much.
Like it was, I was like, yes, I'm on a gig with Johnny. Finally. Like it's been 20 years or whatever, and and I had to go off site for 2 hours. Fuck,
damn it.
But yeah, Johnny Farnham.
So anyone in the industry that, like, he's pretty much, he's not cooked. I shouldn't use that word. But is there anyone in the industry that you would be like, okay, if that's a lineup you would love to get involved with, is there anyone that you'd be keen to see? Or what's your music background? Like, what do you listen to?
I listen to anything and everything.
Yeah.
Like, I will listen to EDM. I'll listen to, rock. I'll listen to, obviously, Johnny Farnham.
Yeah.
I'll listen to anything. It doesn't really bother me. I grew up on, like, mum playing Credence and Elvis and all that sort of shit. So, like, I do listen to anything. I don't really, like, because I have worked with quite a lot of people, I don't really have that sort of, I must work with them.
Yeah.
I think the Johnny Farnham thing was just like, because it was sort of the end of his career when I started in the industry, and I'd watched him as a kid on Hey Hey and all that sort of shit.
Yeah. So if you could get that moment back, you would not leave that.
Oh, no fucking way.
Yeah. That's a moment.
Yeah.
We'll have to get him on. We'll get him on.
Yeah, definitely. And I guess in another question I've got is words of wisdom, either with the lighting industry that you have or with the Rural Fire Brigade. Is there words of advice or words of wisdom that either gets used or thrown around, the camaraderie side of things that you guys use?
I wish I was more prepared for that question. That's like, who have you worked with question.
We did email it to you. But
I don't know. It must have been in my jam.
It's in spam.
I've always said to, like, because I've trained, like, I've had trainees and whatever over the years, like school-based trainees and shit like that.
Yeah.
And I've always sort of said, like, and a lot of people say this, but there's no fucking dumb questions. There's dumb fucking mistakes if you don't ask it. But ask the question. Like, if you're not sure, just fucking ask. Like, and I sort of say that to fireys as well, like new recruits and stuff. It's like, if you don't know, just ask. Because we'll tell you. Like, we'll teach you whatever you need to know. So, but also, like, if you don't fucking love it, don't do it.
Yep.
Like, if you don't want to be there, don't come. Especially with the fireys thing.
Yep.
Like, if you don't want to be on a fire truck,
you're only going to bring the whole crew down, aren't you?
Yeah, correct. If you've got a shit day and you're fucked and your back's fucked and you can't lift this and you can't do that, well, don't get on a truck. Like, just stay home and let someone else have that seat.
Yeah, don't be a miserable fuck.
Yeah, don't whinge about not having aircon, right? Like,
don't whinge about the aircon or Raj or anyone. So, no,
that's good. No, I think that's all the questions. You got anything else?
No, I actually don't. Well, there'll be other questions that come up later, but no, mate, thanks very much for coming on. Thanks for having us for the MC event. We really appreciate it. I personally enjoyed it.
Oh, absolutely.
I had a great time. So.
Yeah, like I said on our last potty, I was more concerned, and not about the swearing side of things, but Barney dropping my nickname all the time, the Stiffy thing. Yeah. And it did drop a few times. And it's like...
Yeah, there was a lot of nervous people around that said, Barney can't not swear.
Yeah.
Barney can be good when he needs to be. So
no, it was good.
He just chooses not
to. It just shows that we've got a diverse range that we can do, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
We can read the room. Yeah.
So... birthdays, bar mitzvahs, fucking anything. Give us a call.
Yeah. Righto, Jesse. Well, all I can say is from the Lads podcast, thanks very much for coming on. Yep. Thanks very much for inviting us to the Christmas Light Spectacular. It was amazing.
And sure, this won't be the last time we talk, so there'll be other things. And I 100%. Did, there's a news drop. Scotty Bannon was talking about the Jimboomba Meat Fest.
Yeah,
it's what's it called? The Flame Fest.
Flame Fest, yeah.
That has been. She's over.
Oh no!
But there's a 3-day country music festival. Instead of of. Yeah, of. Yeah, so which will be good. So might be right up this man's alley as well. So
yeah, cool.
Yeah,
and no doubt that'd be Jimboomba or Logan based. Yeah.
Yeah, well, Logan based. Yeah. So done.
Look forward to all of that. Any local events?
Yes. We're available.
Righto, I'm going to sign off. I'm the Stiff Man. I'm getting out of here.
Thanks, boys. Thanks for having me. Cheers.
See you. Bye.
Come on.